And this is something we do at each election, and we're proud to do that. And I want to thank our circle of sponsors, and especially Chevron for putting this on. It was really, not only did they give us the money, they gave us their staff. So thank you. And I'd like to introduce the chair of our Legislative Advocacy Council, Ann Garton.
Thank you, Helen. My name is Ann Garton, and I work at El Camino College, and I have the pleasure of first asking you all to stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure. I'm going to introduce the candidates and introduce your moderator, and he will take it away from here. So we have, in alphabetical order, the City Council candidates: Peter Gallagher, next to him Richard Montgomery, next to him Kathleen Perales, and next is Wayne Powell, and at the far end, Nick Tell. And we also understand that City Treasurer, even though he's unopposed, Nick Tell is planning to be here. So, I'm sorry, Tim Lilligren, I'm sorry. Yeah, he threw me off because he's not here. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce your moderator for this evening, Rod Spackman. And Rod is the Government and Public Affairs Manager with Chevron Products Company. Please welcome Rod.
Thanks, Ann. It's a pleasure to be here this evening and act as a moderator for this. I'm feeling a little bit like Jack Parr. I don't exactly understand what this whole thing up here is all about. Let me just, obviously this is a chamber-sponsored event, so we have a few of the things that every good business organization wants to do, and that is to start by saying welcome, and we very much appreciate your joining us for the Manhattan Beach Chamber of Commerce's Candidate Forum. And certainly at the beginning, and I'll say it at the end again, we really want to see everybody out voting on March 3rd, whether you're here tonight or whether you're watching this over the next several days on cable or on the net. It's important that we all get out and vote. As Ann mentioned, my name is Rod Spackman. I'm with Chevron, and I'm going to try and walk us through this tonight. Having a microphone is a little dangerous, and somebody made probably a painful mistake at the end of the evening, but up to this point, we'll hope that things are going to go okay. Before I begin, let me also recognize our generous Chamber of Commerce Circle sponsors that have made this, and frankly, many other events in the community possible. I want to thank first Continental Development Corporation, Northrop Grumman, Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center Torrance, that name's gotten longer, I swear. Manhattan Village, Plaza El Segundo, Bank of Manhattan, Torrance Memorial Medical Center. Unfortunately, I visited there just way too many times. The El Segundo Power, Citizens Business Bank, Luzon and Euler LLP, I probably didn't get that right. First Regional Bank, Bay Cities National Bank, and then of course my own little company, Chevron. I'd also like to thank Sherry Kramer. Many of you know Sherry. She's this year's chair of the board, and between her and Helen and the staff of the chamber, they do a wonderful job in this community. I just want to say again a special thanks to them. We have about an hour here, not quite an hour this evening, to go through this process. So we have taken some questions, or put some questions together that we'll go through. Hopefully we'll get through 4 or 5 of them this evening. And assuming we do, then we'll conclude at about 7:30 p.m. And anybody who would like to stay and visit with the candidates at that point, they'll hopefully have a chance to stick around, or we're all going to Mardi Gras. We haven't really decided. They'll stick around for a little bit, and you can chat with them individually. So that's the basic format. Each candidate will have 2 minutes in their opening statement, and then they'll have a minute to close. We'll have 2 minutes for responding to each of the questions, and the guy that's most important in all of this is Pat Donahue, who's sitting right over here. Patrick is your enforcer. So he's the man who's got the blue card, the yellow card and the red card. And no, this is not a soccer game, but it's close. And so, with that in mind, we have the candidates seated by alphabetical order, and we'll kind of rotate through the questions as we go, and I suspect that we'll get through about 5 of them. And don't ask me what happened to Tim, but we'll all have a good opportunity to poke fun at him later. So, Peter, I'm going to start with you. This is the first question of the evening, and maybe not a surprising one given the fact that... What's that? Oh, what am I doing? See? Microphone. Dangerous. It's all coming to fruition now. All right, so let's start with our 2-minute introduction. Thank you, Peter.